It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Saints and the Lions coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
And incomplete to open things up. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Tobin.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tobin. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, a it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Short partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
He's gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed should they actually be hosted, because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tobin. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tobin. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Montgomery.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Once more, Montgomery.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
David Montgomery
punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Tobin. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tobin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now this throw caught left side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to complete it to Moreau.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's going 5 to the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, in comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10 to 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tobin.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tobin, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A final shot before break. Tobin. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our two games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Lions, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
76 yards.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Tobin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I like what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want want to see him taking those shots all game long. But he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Tobin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 3rd and 2, Tobin. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw on 2nd down. Tobin completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Tobin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. Tobin. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive 13 yards, picking up the first.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Off play action. Tobin. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Looking to throw on second down. Tobin. And he will find his man on the outside.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Tobin.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Smith here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Back to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.